What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the TC Trading channel. So in this video, we're going to be diving into Webull order types. I'm going to be explaining each of the order types and some live examples here in this video. While we're going to trade some SPY. Actually, you know what? Let's do Tesla. Let's trade some Tesla today. So we'll go with Tesla, TSLA. We'll pull Tesla up right now. I can probably get rid of this box here because it is currently in one of the ranges that I do like it as a buy, at least when I'm filming this video. Let's get rid of that for the sake of this video. Go to the 1 day, 1 minute chart. We're sitting at VWAP here as of right now. Obviously, right, you can use this with any other stock. We'll dive into this and we'll explain some stuff here. So what we have pulled up right now is if you go up to the box right here and go to add widgets, you click on the add widget section and then you go to the trade tab right here. Then you click on classic trade. Classic trade is this widget right here. I wish I could make it like bigger, but when I'm actually doing this, I'll try to zoom in on specific things so you guys can see this because I know my screen's a little bit big, but hopefully if you're watching this, right, hopefully you can see things and I'll at least talk it through how this stuff works. So right now we're looking at Tesla. It's breaking out on VWAP right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with a classic market buy. So let's start with that, market buy. Now, what does this do? This is going to just buy or execute you with a buy order at the current market price. So market price, what does that mean? Well, that's going to fill you between the bid and the ask. And so we're looking at the bid and the ask here on the level 2 order book. And if you don't have access to level 2, I think it's like $2 a month or $1.99 a month. And what you do is you go into the app, the Webull app, and you go into, I believe, advanced quotes, which is in the app. And then you'll be able to actually subscribe to level 2. So it's going to fill me somewhere in between the bid and the ask when I place this order. Let's just use one share. For the sake of this video, I will buy one share and I do time in force is day. I'm going to run through the time in force and all that stuff so you guys can kind of understand that as well. So we'll talk about that too. For market orders, you can only do time in force day. You can't use a market order in the after hours or the pre-market hours, which we'll talk about that as well. So market order, one share. We'll talk about the stop loss and take profit next, but let's just do that. So just like that, I'm going to buy one share of Tesla and boom, I'm filled. Now it's popping up on my screen. I have it pulled up here. I got it at 610.61. Now to sell Tesla, I could just use a market order and I could just click on sell and do the exact same thing and it'll sell. But what's the fun in that if I don't know if I'm going to get filled at a specific price? Well, that's where a limit order comes in. So same thing with the buy side, but let's use a limit order now to sell to give you guys that example. So I want to sell Tesla. I want to sell one share. I know I have an average at 610.61. Let's make sure that we can sell this for a profit. So let's go 610. Now, of course, guys, I mean, if this actually ends up working out, this is just an example. It never ends up working out this easy. I'll tell you that right now. But let's go 610. Oh, now it's pushing up. Let's go 610.89. So now I'm going to put a sell order, a limit sell for one share, 610.89. I'm selecting the price that I want to sell Tesla at. Time in force is day. This could be good till canceled. So what is good till canceled? Good till canceled means it will not cancel your order until it fills. That's it. So your order will stay up on the platform and it will stay there until it fills. Now I go to extended hours. I have it always set to yes. Why is that? That's just because I want to make sure if I'm trading in the pre-market or after hours, I don't have to go and click it. It's always going to hit. As we're speaking, guys, this is actually running up quite a bit. So this is actually a really nice breakout trade over VWAP. So let's set this up. I'm going to sell for 611.50. That's going to be my limit sell. So I'm going to get filled at this price, my limit price or better. Okay. Now when I'm buying, I'm going to get filled at my price or better. So when I buy, you're going to get filled at that price or lower. On a sell, I'm going to get filled at this price or higher. So I'm going to click on sell just like that. And boom, we have sold our Tesla. Just like that, we're out. Now I can go back into my order history and I can check what price I got filled at. Actually, it pulled up my watch. I got filled at 611.83. So that was actually over $1 gain per share, which was actually pretty nice. Should have added more size to that. But there we go. So that's your market buy. That's your limit sell. Limit buy, exact same thing. It works the same way, just the other side. You set the price that you want to buy Tesla at or lower or whatever stock, and that's what it's going to execute you at. Or limit sell, right? It's going to fill you at that price or higher. Now we have a video I would actually recommend you guys check out on the channel. There's a video on how to short stocks on Webull. So we're not going to go into shorting. We have a specific video for that. There's more kind of to explain when it comes to that side of things. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the next type of order here. So we went over market order, we went over limit order. Now let's use the bracket. Okay, let's use a bracket order. So what does this mean? We stay in the limit section. We stay in the limit tab here. We set our limit order, okay? So I'm going to set my limit price to 611.50 for the sake of this video right now. And then I click on stop loss and take profit. This is actually a really cool order. I love using this, especially on stocks that I want to make sure I cap make sure I keep my risk management in place. and it takes the emotions completely out of the trade. So what I can do now is I can set my stop loss. So I'm going to set my stop loss, let's say 610.97, okay? And then I'm going to set my limit sell here for, let's do 611.97, okay? So I am looking now, okay, now I got to adjust this before I actually make it. But now what's going to happen is I'm going to put my limit order in. If my limit price gets filled, my limit order gets filled, it'll fill me. And then what'll end up happening will be it'll immediately put a stop loss on and a limit sell take profit on, okay? So let's do this, okay? Let's set my limit buy right here to, let's do 610.6, okay? So for my stop price, I'm going to do 609, and for my take profit price and limit price right here, this is going to be 611.97. Let's do that right there. Let's buy Tesla. So now here's what's going to happen. I have one share I got filled at 650. It immediately comes in with my stop loss and my take profit target. Now what I can do here for Tesla is I can move these orders around. So now that they're on my screen, on my charting feature, I can zoom in and I can move this around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually move my stop loss up just under VWAP right here. And then I have my take profit. So now what I have is I can easily set my risk reward. And I always recommend, right, for someone who's trading, is that you set your risk reward so that you're risking less than what you're looking to make money on, right? Than your reward, okay? So right now I'm risking about $1 down for about $1.50 upside. That's a pretty good risk reward in my eyes. It's better than even. It's better than a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's not bad. Now what I can also do is as Tesla moves up, I can bring my stop loss up. So now I'm going to put my stop loss just under the low that Tesla had right here. So now I'm minimizing my risk. And if Tesla keeps pushing on up, what I can eventually do is bring my stop loss up to my average or just above my average price, that 610.50. So that now worst case scenario, if it comes back down and hits my stop loss, I have now made a free trade. It's a free trade. I'm not going to lose money on the trade, and I can let it ride. So I'm going to do just that as we're speaking, guys. Right now, Tesla is moving up. I'm going to move my stop loss up to just north of my average price. And if it gets hit, it gets hit. And oh, there it is. It got hit. I got taken out, but that was a trade that I made money on because I brought my stop loss up. Now, a stop loss, when it gets hit, it triggers, okay? That's it. And so that is how that bracket order works, but now you can do individual orders. So now we can dive into the orders again. Order type right in here, let's use a stop order, okay? So when it comes to a stop order, I gotta get rid of these brackets right here. This is gonna be really, really helpful if I'm already in a position and I wanna stop out. So let's say I go ahead, I'm gonna go market buy one share of Tesla. So boom, I'm gonna market buy it. There it is. I got my average in, okay, boom. Now what I can do is I go to the stop section and I can go to sell and I can stop myself out on Tesla. So I don't have to put in a bracket order. I can just put a stop loss in and that's it. So if I want to ride this bad boy on up, I can go in here and go like 609. I can go sell. That's my stop price, time and force day, or good till canceled. I could do that as well. So it won't cancel my order until I cancel it or it fills. I go in, I put my stop loss in, and just like that, there it is. It pops on up. And if Tesla drops below 609, it'll get triggered and it will fill. Okay, the same thing works on the short side. So if I am short Tesla, what's going to show up is I can delete this right here, and then it'll show up as a -1 under the position. And I can come in and I go to buy, because when you're short, you have to buy back to get out of your position. I would go to buy, I put my stop loss in, and I would put my stop obviously higher than the current price. And if Tesla goes above that price, it'll stop me out and minimize my loss, because when you're shorting, your loss is if the stock goes up, which could technically be infinite. Now for the stop limit. This is actually a lot of fun because people don't really know how to use these, but when you do, it could be really interesting. So let's say I'm watching a stock. Why would you want to use a stop limit? Well, you're playing a breakout, right? I'm not going to buy Tesla until it breaks out over the high of the day. That would tell me, hey, it's breaking out to new highs and it may make a pretty big run. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, cool. So what's my stop price? For a buy, what I want to do is I'm going to put a stop price here at the high of the day. So right now, Tesla's high, at least right now from we're looking at, right, that's 612. Okay, so looking at 612.07. So when Tesla gets over, let's say 612.10, so it confirms a breakout over the high of the day, I want to buy Tesla. Then I can set my limit price right here so I can buy Tesla. Now that limit price is ultimately going to get triggered once that stop hits. So let's put this in really quick. The limit price must be higher than the stop price. So let's say Tesla breaks out. I want to get in as fast as possible. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click on 612.20. Okay, that's my limit price right there. So I click on buy Tesla. What's going to happen now is we're going to see a stop and we're going to see that limit price come right on in. So now Tesla's going to pop on up. If it goes over 612.10, I'm going to get filled at 612.20 or better. That's what's going to happen with Tesla. And that's what I'm looking for that. Now that's a breakout type of trade, which is why you would like to use it. And the exact same thing can work to the downside if you're looking to short a stock, or the opposite, right? That can happen to the downside. So you can set a stop, and then you can set that limit order as well on the sell side. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cancel this stop limit order because I don't really want to do that right now. For the sake of this video, it could take a while for that to happen. So let's cancel that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a trailing stop. That's the last order here, trailing stop, okay? So now I have a couple options here with the trailing stop. I'm going to click on trailing stop and sell because I currently have one share long. I'm currently long Tesla, okay? Now you can do this a couple different ways. So I can do a trailing stop with a dollar amount, right? So it'll tell you, right? I might want to trail Tesla by 50 cents. What that's going to do is if Tesla drops by 50 cents from the latest high that it just made, right, since I made the order, let's say I make the order right now, Tesla just hit 611.57, right? If it drops to 611.07, boom, I'm going to get taken out. That's what it means. That's the trailing stop loss. Now, I can trail it by 50 cents, and so every high that Tesla makes, it keeps bringing that stop loss up, and it continues to reset. So now that Tesla just hit 611.84, boom, 50 cents below that, that's where my stop would hit. So as it pushes up, you see how it's trailing, right? It's trailing Tesla by 50 cents. Now you can also click on this dollar sign right here and change it to a percentage. So maybe I want to trail Tesla by 1%. Now if Tesla pulls back 1%, then it hits my stop loss, okay? From when I make that order, from when I place that trade, whatever Tesla's at, if it immediately comes down 1%, I'm going to get out. But when I make that trade, if Tesla goes up a little bit, it will take 1% from the high that Tesla has made since making that trade, okay? Hopefully that kind of makes sense, okay? So if I place this order right now, I'll show you guys with an example here. If I place this order right now, what's going to end up happening is it's going to sell Tesla 1% off of where it's at. So right now, right when I'm making this, when I'm placing the order, if I place it right now, Tesla's right here. 1% down from here would be way down. So that's where it has to go. So for the sake of this video, 1% is not the best example because I'm currently looking at a stock like Tesla. And if I was looking for a day trade, right, 1% would be a significant downside. So let's say right now, as Tesla pushes on up, 1% down would bring us all the way down here to about 606. So you can use it a couple different ways. You can put your own stop loss order on. You can use a trailing stop loss order. And again, the time in force will be day because you can only use that trailing stop during the day. So as we're seeing, Tesla's pushing on up. I'm going to actually put my trailing stop loss. I'm going to use a dollar amount and I'm going to trail by 50 cents. And so I'm going to click on sell Tesla. Boom, just like that. Now Tesla pulls back 50 cents off of this 613.20 area. It'll take me out. But guess what? I'm already up $3 per share, so I'm still going to lock in gains, and that's why it makes some sense. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys, when it comes down to all the different order types on Webull. If you guys need more help, need more explanation, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to make a specific video on specific order types and more examples, specifically more in depth. If this was too fast, let me know. Hopefully you can go back and replay it. I know sometimes I like to talk fast, so hopefully you got out what you needed to. And just like that, Tesla just hit my trailing stop of 50 cents as it pulled back, and I'm out of Tesla for a profit because I now locked in gains on that trade. Hopefully it makes sense. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up button. We have a lot of other tutorials here on Webull, mobile app, desktop, things like that. So consider checking out those videos on the Webull playlist. I would be happy to talk more about other videos in the future. Also some other channels if you want more personal stuff. I have a channel, Thomas Carvo, linked down below, as well as a channel, Stock Trends, where we go over trending stocks, technical analysis. No bias there. We just talk about the charts, talk about what's going on, and hopefully those are helpful as well. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.